Welcome language learners from all around the globe to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Back to the Past. London, the bustling metropolis known for its iconic double-decker buses, black cabs, and winding River Thames, might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think about sheep. Yet there exists a quirky and delightful tradition that harks back to a time when London was a very different place. Today we're talking about the ancient law that still allows the annual sheep drive in London. Grab your shepherd's crook and let's embark on a journey through time and wool. To truly appreciate this unique spectacle, we need to rewind the clock to a London that was a maze of narrow, winding streets and a centre of the woolen trade. Centuries ago, London Bridge was the only crossing over the River Thames, and it was a vital artery for commerce. Wool merchants from all over England would converge on the city, and as you can imagine, they had plenty of woolly companions in tow. But here's where things get interesting. In 1196, King Richard I issued a decree allowing freemen of the City of London to drive their sheep across London Bridge without paying a toll. This was a big deal back then, as tolls could be exorbitant, so London's freemen rejoiced and exercised their right to drive their flocks through the heart of the city. Fast forward to today, and this tradition still lives on. The Worshipful Company of Woolmen, one of London's ancient guilds, organises the annual sheep drive across London Bridge. Participants, dressed in traditional clothing, take on the roles of shepherds and herd a flock of sheep across the bridge. It's a sight to behold, with the iconic Tower Bridge in the background. But it's not just about fun and frolic. The event also raises money for charitable causes. Participants pay a fee to take part, and all the proceeds go to support various charities. So it's a win-win. You get to experience a piece of living history while contributing to a good cause. The sheep drive is more than just a delightful spectacle. It's a reminder of London's rich history as a hub of trade and commerce. It takes us back to a time when the city's streets were narrower and the sounds of bleating sheep were as common as the roar of traffic is today. It's also a testament to the enduring traditions that make London such a unique place. If you get the chance to watch the sheep trot across the iconic London Bridge, you can't help but smile at the charming absurdity of it all. In a city where time never seems to stand still, the sheep drive is a delightful exception, a brief pause to celebrate a bygone era and the woolly companions that were once an integral part of London's bustling streets. So the next time you find yourself in London and hear rumours of a traffic jam caused by sheep, don't be alarmed. Instead, join in the fun and witness this endearing tradition that continues to capture the hearts of both locals and visitors. The sheep drive blends London's rich history with the modern world, and it's a reminder that sometimes, in the midst of urban chaos, you can still find a flocktastic surprise around the corner. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.